A crosswind is when you have the wind actually from the side. You can use the wind as your partner in a race.
The wind is pretty constant out there in the desert, and if it's from the right direction, you can make a real difference with it.
Only the first rider has to fight against the wind, and all the other riders are riding behind each other. The front rider goes up, and actually he wants to try on the end go in. And this way, and this circulation of this group, it makes an echelon. You have the first rider and he covers the second rider. The second rider covers the third rider like this to the end of the road. It's a molar, like a wind molar. You have to turn all around like 2 seconds. Another one has to pass you to keep the speed. Otherwise you lost speed with this group, and probably there's a second echelon and he will catch you.
Riding echelons is really stressful for riders, I can tell. You know it's gonna hurt. You have a peloton of 200 riders. They all know in 1K the turn is right, and they all want to be there in the front. It's a fight like hell, and it only can be maybe 15 guys who take the turn like one, and you know everybody want to be there, but it's only 15 guys who take it first, so it's crazy.
If you're 2, 3, 4 places behind the chain that turns constantly, that's the worst place you can be, because then everybody wants to get in. The guys that come from the front wants to get back in, the guys come from the back to get in, and then you are in it's like a box match.
And this echelon is forming, and it's forming quite quickly. We'll see whether the tail of the peloton splits here, Rob, but the peloton are now doing 72k an hour.
Echelons are, I think, the hardest thing in cycling. It's a matter of timing and positioning. You cannot hide, it's full gas for everybody, and you have to keep turning to stay in the echelon, otherwise you fly out.
You can see that long line down on the left-hand side of the screen. They're all hugging that gutter. Cavendish is moving through, doing a few efforts.
The worst moment is when you get dropped out of the echelon, because sometimes it's just a fraction of a second that you have a bad position, or that you are a little bit too tired to get back in, and then you can see them go away with 60 k's an hour and you drop back to 40, 30 k's an hour. The difference is really big, and they're gone, you never see them again.
It's important that if you have the echelon and you turn around with all the riders, at the end, on the border, it's always a fight for this place in this echelon, because when you're in the wind, they blow you away.
Riders further back, you can see riders from the Netherlands, they've got caught out. You can't believe that the Dutch have been caught out.
Qatar or echelon races are the hardest races of the year. I think when you have a heart rate monitor or a power meter, I think it's the highest values you will ride for the whole year.
I don't train specifically for it, because this is so specific. You only get it a few times a year, and most of the time it's only here in Qatar. So yeah, it's just technical. If you're a good guy, a good technical, strong guy, you're most of the time you're capable of doing a good echelon.